Hey guys, so I know I didn't vlog last week, but it's okay because I decided that it's all about averages. So if I do 2 vlogs this week, then it counts as a vlog every week, right? Right. So this vlog is going to come to you in 3 parts. Part 1, baking. So the other day my dorm had a bake-off. We do one every year. Usually it's a lot of fun. People show up and there are different categories like pies and cookies and other. This year I made a strawberry shortcake because I was watching this British cooking show on YouTube called Sorted. I'll put a link on my face right here to the strawberry shortcake video, and I'll also put a link to their website on my doobly-doo. The first time I tried to make it, I made it the night before. I was in my friend Vicky's room and I was using some of her like measuring cups and stuff, and the 1 cup is also the half cup. Well, I didn't realize this. All I saw was the little thing that said 1/2 on the ledge, and I was like, oh, this is a half cup. So I put a whole cup of sugar instead of a half cup of sugar, and it didn't turn out well at all. I left it in for like 15 minutes extra, and it still just was runny and not baking right, and so I had to trash it. I did the little research and found out that extra sugar makes it harder for the cake to bake right. And also, I didn't account for the fact that I'm at a high altitude. We're at like 7,000 feet in Flagstaff, and you have to bake things differently. So I tried it again the next day. I added the extra flour. I put a half cup of sugar instead of a whole cup of sugar, and I upped the temperature, and it turned out okay. The way they make it, you put the whipped cream on top of the shortcake and then you put the strawberries on top of that. So you couldn't really tell what the cake actually looked like. So once I actually put all the stuff on top, it looked great. And it tasted really good. So thank you, Sorted. That was a really delicious recipe. I loved it. All my friends loved it. It was great because it has like white chocolate chips inside the cake, and it was so good. Part 2, the Grand Canyon. So to preface this, I need to explain a little tiny bit about my church. We have congregations called wards. And each ward meets at a certain time on Sunday in a certain building. It's like divided up by where you live, so it's just a way of organizing. And then there are branches, which are smaller than wards, and they're in places where there's not enough people to have a full ward. There is a branch at the Grand Canyon. I think they had like 12 or 20, somewhere in between like 10 and 20 people in their branch. So every once in a while, people from Flagstaff will go and speak in their branch because they don't have that many people in it. And so this Sunday, my ward, a couple people were going to speak in that branch. Our bishop decided to just have a bunch of people from the ward go and attend their branch, and then we could all go see the Grand Canyon and have like a little sack lunch afterwards. So we went to their branch. It was cool. They met in this building that was shared with a couple other religions. So afterwards, we went to the Grand Canyon. We just had to drive like 2 minutes to get to a good overlook point where we could sit down and have our sandwiches that we brought and look at the Grand Canyon, and it was so neat. It was just beautiful. You could just look up into the distance and see it like continuing on and on and on until you couldn't tell where the canyon was and where the cliffs were anymore because it was so tiny because it was so far away. I just thought I'd share that with you guys because it was awesome. It's the Grand Canyon. It's one of the natural wonders of the world, and I live like an hour away from it. It was really neat. It was fun. Part 3, Anthology. This morning, the anthology that has my short story in it came out. It's available on Amazon, and it's also available on Smashwords, so you can get it in PDF format. It's just really cool to look on Amazon and see my name listed as an author for a book. It's just really exciting. I feel so blessed and lucky and grateful for this chance. I'm just really happy about it. So if you guys would go check it out, it's not very expensive. If you want to buy it, that would make me really happy. Let me know what you think once you've read it. You can leave comments down here, or you can go to my website, which is AllisonRidley.com, and leave a comment there, or have a blog, or anything, anywhere. I would appreciate your feedback because I'm really excited that it's going to be out there in the world now and people can read it. So that's pretty much it for me today. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos as much as me. I'm really excited to get a video camera this winter so that I can actually show you guys around Flagstaff. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great couple days. I will see you later this week. Bye. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. Scene.